A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans.
Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence?
I can take Saren down.
Commander Shepard, it is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel. You are the first human Spectre, Commander.
What's my first mission?
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren.
Alright, time to leave the Citadel finally.
Let's go take some bitches down.
Yeah. So we have a few leads that we'll find out.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
It's good that they gave that specific location so we can follow up on that. Shepard just sits around and waits for news stories to come on, and then he goes and interferes.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
Does seem fishy.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
That doesn't really explain why he's stepping down.
Yeah.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Alright.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him.
Oh, okay.
But we know what he's after.
That's kind of the whole
conduit.
I wonder how you failed.
Yeah, gee, no, just don't do
Just
that
give
thing.
up.
That's your mission.
Shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
You can have a long conversation.
Yes, Commander?
But I'm
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there.
Well,
My advice is to
uncharted,
look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
I should
Got
go.
it.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So not just a big rock. Anyway, you can ask him a little bit more about the experience he had when he was trying out for the Spectres.
But that sounds boring.
It is kind of boring. So, you know what bothers me about this?
Stand by, shore party.
Didn't they say that the Normandy was a new ship? That it was on its shakedown cruise or whatever?
What would happen to Captain Anderson? Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Sure thing, Alice.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. So no, it's not. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Yeah.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space.
Including the
Saren
others.
must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Great.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit.
But I'll make another one right now.
Proud. We better get this bird in the air.
So,
yes, sir.
So check out.
None of the other species has the guts, grit, or balls to deal with this.
So it's up to us. We're the only ones who can stop Saren.
He's talking
I swear to you all,
like
we will stop him.
Beefy
Yeah.
guy who's
He
probably
crosses
kind of offended by that.
He crossed his arms. That's not a good
The
sign.
captain's not here.
And he's
I'm in
like a
charge
big
now,
beefy
Joker,
dude.
and time's wasting. Get this bird in the air.
What an asshole.
Seriously. That's just no way to motivate people.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is.
Really? Because that sounded
Give her
like a
month on board,
complaint.
she'll know more
Yeah.
about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander. But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I came down
Carry
here
on,
for
Alex.
nothing.
Apparently.
Nothing to talk about.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard.
Yeah.
I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
Well, he didn't personally design the ship or really have anything to do with it.
Why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource.
Much
But
like
we
camels
don't
in
have
the Middle
anything
East.
like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
That's kind of cool.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
Sorry.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I didn't bring you along to admire my ship.
He's really got to
I
step
know I
on
am
any
here.
enthusiasm.
I'll do whatever I
That's
can to
something
help
like
you
that.
stop Saren and drive his Geth armies back beyond the Veil.
I should go.
Yeah, I definitely get a Middle
later.
Eastern vibe from the Quarians and their nomadic flotilla.
Also, camel is kind of a funny image because they have those
Nice ship
humps.
you've got, Shepard.
I love
What
that
can
guy.
I do for you?
What can I do for
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
We talked already.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
I don't like you.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. They almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Why?
He's about to tell you.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
Oh, is that why you look like
An
that?
infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
No.
I suppose it isn't
not
all
at
the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
What? He didn't know all that shit? Now
How
he
did
does.
he not know that?
Well, because he doesn't know
trying to
anything. He
upset
got knocked on the head or something.
Ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard.
Really? Because it looked like it did.
As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Alright, whatever.
So long, Rex.
Dick.
Shepard.
Yeah, so the Turians also infected...
Commander, something you need?
Hang on, we gotta talk to Oz.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
How do you not know this guy?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you?
Right.
Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school,
It's a little
I
bit of
earned
Napoleon
that.
syndrome.
All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know?
I do now.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Little background on that.
Is that gonna come up at some point?
Maybe.
Because it seems really useless information at the moment.
Well, no, it's useless if you don't care about any ancillary information.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, so the Krogan were infected with the disease because they had a really high birth rate, which is kind of horrible. So their baby, it's not even that they don't get pregnant; the babies just die after they're born. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And that was the Solarians infected them with that. So it doesn't tell you what planet Liara is on, but there's only one planet in this entire place that has a Prothean ruins. But you actually have to go through one by one until you find it.
That seems annoying.
It's a little irritating, but it doesn't actually take long. Yeah, that's definitely the one. It's got Prothean ruins on it. I don't know whether so it's got 1.12 G gravity. I don't know if they actually modeled the extra gravity. We're gonna be fighting mostly Geth, so I take some tech people. You don't really need biotics if you're fighting Geth.
Could you use the big dude?
He is a biotic.
Oh.
Rex is a biotic. So you have to.
I'm picking up some strange readings.
Mars
really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
This is the part that people really don't like about this game, or these driving sections. I kind of see what they mean.
Oh my god, it bounces around.
It's
horrible.
really flighty. Yeah.
That looks awful.
It is, but it's not really a problem. I mean, these sections don't take a really long time. it's really hard to die during them. So it's not like...
Oh, I could manage.
No, you could. I mean, I've driven into the lava and stuff. Like there. But more or less, the problem is that we're gonna get attacked a few times, and you have to shoot the cannon. It's kind of slow.
You have to shoot and drive at the same time. That's my worst nightmare.
Like,
I mean, in real life,
like,
in particular, but...
So you'd be really bad, like, in a road rage situation.
I would. I would be
have to
terrible.
stop the car.
All I'm good for is talking shit, so I can only incite them, not actually...
when the shooting starts, you're screwed.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
Okay, so we had no reason to think that the Geth would be here, because we're just going to pick up Liara from her dig site, wherever she is, but the Geth have started dropping people in. There doesn't seem to be much else on this planet.
They couldn't, like, shoot you from their spaceship?
You would think, because you're just in a car.
You're kind of a sitting duck right there.
Yeah, I mean, they needed something for the game to be. Because, of course, it would also make sense for Joker just to, like, take us to the ruins and drop us off there. Instead, he dropped us off kind of far away. And so we had to do this bullshit. I mean, this gameplay. Yeah, so...
So bouncy.
It really is bouncy.
I thought you had more than the usual amount of gravity.
No, that's how much the thing bounces.
Why would they make it so bouncy?
Why does it have a suspension like a jalopy?
Like those moon shoes, you know, back in the day that you could buy from Nintendo, or not Nintendo, Nickelodeon. They had those ridiculous...
Moon shoes?
Yeah, they were bouncy and you'd fall down and break your ankle.
Man. No, I don't know what that is.
You must have just...
Oh, were they like trampolines or something?
Yeah, that you strap to your feet. Because that's an awesome idea.
That is a brilliant marketing ploy.
We will sprain your ankles,
yeah, for
kids.
for orthopedic surgeons. You should take this bypass to go around the turrets, I guess. So, one thing that they don't say is that if you shoot people from your car, you get like less than half of the experience.
What?
Yeah.
That is bullshit.
So you're better off getting out of the car, which they do not tell you how to do. And
just mash buttons until it happens.
Yeah, it's Q, and then shoot the people, shoot the Geth. So I will almost always be doing that, so I can get more experience. Okay. Anyway. So we don't know we don't really know what Saren is after. We know that he believes that the Reapers wiped out the Protheans, and evidently he wants them to do that again.
It seems like a stupid idea. I mean, what makes him think that that'll be okay for him?
Well, okay, so that I don't want to say anything now, but that will continue to develop. But here's the thing. The whole reason that Saren now supposedly has some information about how to bring the Reapers back is because of the beacon that they found on Eden Prime. But they didn't find the beacon for any reason. They said they were digging a new monorail. And they just happened to find it. And yet, it kind of seems like the whole plan hinges on finding that beacon.
Well, maybe they were just sort of aimlessly looking for any kind of information.
Like for years, Saren has been...
Yeah, and coincidentally now...
building a Geth army that nobody knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
maybe.
Particular...
They never discussed that that's true, but maybe it is. Okay. Anyway... it seems a little weird. Also, yeah, like I was saying, if it's a crew that Shepard knows, how come he knows literally nothing about the crew? He doesn't know that the pilot of the ship has not working legs.
You think he might just from being around the guy, he might have a clue about that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I mean, maybe
He took a good knock to the head.
And it's a new ship. They said this is the Shakedown mission, meaning that it's a brand new ship, which they've also said multiple times.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to open this gate so I can kill the turrets out there for more experience. I guess you could just take them on. Like I said, these are not at all difficult sequences. I don't really think... I think also there's a weird... Like, they'll only fire at the front of the car. Like, if you hide the front of the car behind something, you can still shoot at the people, and they will never...
Wow, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like when the cats hide behind two blades of grass, and they're like, I'm invisible.
And you can't go under that railing, so I have to walk all the way around.
Could you hop over?
No, you can't
it?
jump. You cannot jump in this game. You can jump in the next game, but you cannot... They didn't have jumping technology.
They need some moon shoes.
That is bizarrely stupid. What was the... Like, I thought pump-up shoes were dumb, but that's really dumb.
Yeah, pump-up shoes wouldn't actually injure you for the most part.
Okay, but the whole point of the trampoline is that the trampoline stays fixed to the ground. Like, how is that going to work?
You will run 2 steps and then you will fall over forward.
Oh, you ran in them? I thought they were for jumping.
Well, I think you could try to sort of run and it would be like you were on the moon, but actually it would be like you were falling on your face and breaking your nose. But hey, free nose job.
I don't think it's free.
Well, I mean, your insurance would pay for it more than they normally would because your nose was broken by your stupid shoes.
Oh, but won't they just put it back the way it was?
Well, no, not necessarily.
So if you have like a hook nose,
you
and
could
you
be
break
like,
your
by the
nose,
way, while you're in there,
right?
I'll shave it down a little.
Yeah, I don't like this bump.
You know, I saw moon shoes for sale on like Woot not that long ago, and I was like, but they're kid size.
I can't believe you didn't buy them.
They're kid sized, and
that's
my
why.
feet are too big.
You would have bought moon shoes.
Oh yeah, I would have broken my ankle. You better believe it.
That is so terrible.
I know. Luckily, they're all kid sized, and I mean, not big feet for a person, but for a chick, I have pretty big feet.
Good to know.
Yeah. Although not that big for my height, for what that's worth, nothing. Although it's easier for me to get shoes than...
But not moon shoes.
Not moon shoes.
You should write to the company, who almost certainly does not still exist.
Almost certainly not. I mean, this was like a one-time thing. I was like, oh my god, oh.
How did they have moon shoes on Woot?
I don't know. It was the craziest thing.
Do they also have those, like... What were those sticks that everyone was using for a long time?
The ones that you had a circle on one? Oh, no, the ones like you would hit the other stick? And
yeah.
Like devil sticks or something stupid like that? I don't know.
And also there was this like skateboard that you moved the back like a fishtail and it moved.
Totally awful. I saw someone the other day on this, like, it wasn't a bicycle, it was like a mobile elliptical machine. So she was doing like the elliptical machine motion. I'm like, why not just walk? Is that faster? Maybe it's a little faster if their gear ratios or whatever, but it looked
She had a moving elliptical machine?
She did. It was like a bicycle, except she was standing up and it was an elliptical machine thing. And I'm like, that is the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen.
I mean, the reason they make exercise bikes that are stationary is because you don't want to go out and do it. I mean, I guess the elliptical machine is meant to be like a cross-country skiing thing.
I suppose.
And there's not a lot of easy places to do cross-country skiing. But you know where there's lots of convenient places to do an elliptical machine is
gyms,
wherever the elliptical
your house,
machine is.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I guess, like, get a freaking bicycle so you look like less of a weirdo. I mean, this is in the middle of freaking downtown Atlanta. This chick is like at 5 Points, like with her stupid elliptical thing, and I'm like, what are you doing? And it's really big too. Like a bicycle is more compact, and it was like, what is this?
I want to know how the crazy homeless people downtown react to a woman on a real life elliptical machine.
I don't know. I was on the other side of the street, so I couldn't.
Like, she doesn't get not hassled wherever she is.
Yeah, probably. I mean, because that's weird.
Just take her moving elliptical machine down to the murder Kroger and see how that goes.
Take it. She was roll it over to underground Atlanta.
I don't think she wants to get actually murdered.
Or go up Marietta on the other side of the.
Not that many people have actually been murdered at Murder Kroger, have there?
Just the one, really.
And it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you can shoot that armature from here, by the way.
Oh, why not?
I don't know.
That's total.
I know it's total bullshit. Anyway, that's a problem because I got to get out of the car to shoot these guys, which again. That's pretty asinine, right? I didn't even know that till I was reading an FAQ. FAQ, whatever.
Seems like it's just as hard to shoot them inside the car. If not harder, because you're freaking bouncing around.
Gotcha. It only took me 100 bullets to kill one guy. It's hard to hit these guys from long range, but I need that extra experience for. I probably don't need that extra experience actually. Yep, this is what the game is.
Running, shooting,
yeah, you gotta.
Driving.
It takes a long time if you want to do this.
Driving, shooting, running.
Do it this
running,
way.
Shooting.
And that armature's still not down. Anyway, I was getting 15 or 20 experience for each guy. Look at that, 8. Bullshit. These things can really not be taken down outside of the car. Later, we do have to take one outside of the car, and it takes forever.
That sounds annoying.
And they kill you in one shot.
Yeah.
Lame. They are dangerous.
Boing.
They are totally pushovers in the car and ridiculously overpowered outside of the car. So, I don't know. There's guys at the end of this tunnel, sticking out this tunnel. I'm not very good with the sniper rifle. Let's see if I can shoot somebody. Come on. Yeah, I didn't get him. One of these days, when I'm not recording, I actually shoot people.
Yeah.
Now we get to run back to the car. Every time. It won't let you can sprint.
Boing. Awesome. It almost flipped over.
The thing is when you push the button that's for sprinting, when you're fighting, you go really fast. When you're not fighting, it won't let you sprint, but when you hit shift it the camera moves down in a dramatic way and it stretches the aspect ratio as if you're moving quickly, but you're not.
That's awesome.
It's such bullshit.
It's like the drama button.
I hate that. I was trying to shoot these guys a little bit with the car so I could just shoot them and kill them easily, but it didn't work. They die almost immediately. Yeah, it's actually more than it's 20 instead of 8. Jesus. Anyway, I think we're almost done with this.
Does seem like an irritating little segment.
I mean, you're playing the game.
Yeah, I suppose. At least it's not.
If you don't like playing the game, why are you playing it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I'm terrible at basically all video games.
I don't know how that can literally be true.
I
I know it is true. I saw you try to play Red Dead Redemption and you just kept driving the horse off the cliff and shit. By the way, would a horse actually let you drive it off a cliff? Would that happen? The horse would be just like, cool.
Some horses would just be like, what? This is what we're doing? Or they'd trip or whatever. But other horses would just sort of pitch you off over the cliff, like, fuck you,
But
bitch.
why are you not able to, like, you use computers?
But not in any sort of, like, time-sensitive way. Like, I get flustered.
So you're just, like, the worst, like, the slowest worker in the world?
Well, no. Not really. But, like...
I mean, it's not a complicated thing. You push a little. Use your mouse
like when you're typing and somebody's like watching you type, you know how you're much more error prone?
No.
Oh, well, whatever. I am, so whatever.
How did you do Mavis Beacon?
Not that well.
Is that what Mavis Beacon is?
Yeah, Mavis Beacon teaches typing.
Who is Mavis Beacon?
A nice.
That's somebody's
lady.
actual name.
Oh, I don't know. Might be like a Betty Crocker kind of thing.
Oh, you really want to stop and shoot this guy in the tower? He's a dick. And then there's another guy that's with a rocket launcher. What a pain in the ass this is. It's pretty easy to die here. Once you're past here, you're good. But it's a pain. There's a shitload of guys here.
What are they doing here?
Well, I guess they're here to get Liara. I mean, that's all we can guess, right? But why are they deciding to take you on? I don't really know. Like, the only reason we're not driving our car in here is because there was a rock in our way. Okay, we have a gun that can blow up a giant thing.
Yeah, maybe
I think maybe we could blast through the rocks.
Or just bounce over it with your bouncy suspension.
Or, like, rent a bulldozer and open the fucking doorway open. But no, we gotta go on foot. I have no grenades, but the grenades are kind of useless. I keep trying to use them, but... This one guy's chilling out up here. He doesn't join the rest of them. So, I think we're almost done with the outside section. This is the one I think that people have trouble with, but this is not actually a difficult fight.
I would have driven into the lava, so it wouldn't even have come to this.
Driven? Like, you would have just given up? Like you?
No, I mean, that's just what would have happened to me. Like, Mario Kart.
Over and over again?
I was such good friends with the little cloud dude. Like, he was fishing me out of everything every time.
I don't know why everyone liked that game so much.
Well, because it was cute.
No, it was... Alright.
I preferred Mario Paint, personally, because it had that silly little mouse and you could make... Have you seen those, like, Mario Paint compositions that people make now?
Yeah.
It's kind of badass.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, that guy looks serious.
Yeah, that's one of the armatures that we killed 1 million of. By the way, you need to run behind this wall or you're dead. I don't know if they mean for you to do that, but you really need to. I tried this fight a bunch of different ways not doing this, and it was... I mean, I think I died half the time. It was pathetic. Like I said, the armature can kill you in one shot, so that's a problem. But if you stay in cover, these guys will run all over the place. They can stick to the goddamn ceilings. They're snipers, so they hurt a lot.
Bitches.
And screw that shit. I don't want to. I'm just going to hide behind this wall like a little pussy.
Whatever.
And I'm going to win. Because I don't care.
Discretion is the better part of valor or something like that. It's not discretion, though. I don't
What?
know. There's like a thing. Caution? No.
I don't think that's what it is.
There's like a quote there. Somebody go Bartlett's that. And by Bartlett's, I mean Google, because what are you going to pick up a book and thumb through it? No.
Why do I think it is discretion? But I don't know what that... You're just not supposed to talk about bitches?
No.
Anyway, look at how many
as in being... Work smarter, not harder.
That's what discretion means? I don't get it.
It's like being I don't know.
Oh my god, I have to shoot this guy so many times. Part of the problem is I think I'm hitting that wall.
That wall's your friend. Don't be shitting on the wall.
Well, it was. It's not being very helpful now. Anyway, I don't know that there's a good way to kill this guy. Grenades don't do shit. You can't throw them far enough anyway. If only we had brought our car.
It does have a badass cannon.
Yes, it does.
That would have been so handy.
Yeah, I sped this up. Fuck it. I think I shot him 1,000 times.
Is he dead now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh my god.
That seemed tedious. Lava, lava, lava.
So I think all of the missions start with a car ride. And a bunch of fights like that. And then there's a sort of more story-driven part of the mission, kind of like the first one.
Hostile spot.
I think that the Geths should have made a... Shouldn't they have had more guys outside? It just seems like Shepard is, he can only take 2 people with him at a time because I don't know.
It's the rules.
If your entire army loses to 3 people, maybe you're not really that dangerous.
Yeah.
Although the entirety of Castle Wolfenstein lost to 1 guy.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin, after it was built.
I'm not a geologist, but is 50,000 years enough for a new cave to form around something?
How would that even work?
Well, it's kind of a volcanic place, but how would this stuff not all be destroyed? Like these catwalks are still okay? And this elevator?
Are the catwalks part of the...
Well, maybe they built that.
Maybe they were installed later.
By whom? There's nobody here.
I don't know. Whoever you're there to pick
People
up.
just move in and
They're like, oh, this place sucks. Let's
and they
leave.
installed an elevator and then they left.
Yeah, they're like, oh, on second thought, no. This place is boring. There's no mall.
Well, why didn't they build a mall? Why did they just set up some catwalks and an elevator and expect people to move there? It's still a fucking cave. Unity will bring someone back to life after they die in a fight. They don't have very much health when you revive them, but at least they're not permanently dead during the rest of the fight.
It sounds nice.
Pretty useful.
Yeah.
And I brought 2 techs with us.
Most Prothean ruins have nothing more than dead instrumentation.
And I didn't have to do anything on that fight, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, they just blew them up.
Yay.
Nothing could possibly go wrong with 50,000-year-old elevators that haven't been inspected in years, right?
Dude, in my building's 112 years old, and our elevators screw up all the time.
Well, do they screw up like this?
Well, it's usually not that dramatic inside the elevator, but you hear somebody pressing the little, oh my god, I'm stuck bell, and it's like, oh, that sucks.
Could somebody help me?
Please?
Maybe. Can you hear me out there?
Yes.
I'm trapped. I need help.
That's obvious.
Liara Tassoni, I presume.
Because it matters. If it wasn't her,
I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil!
I've heard something.
I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here.
Neither do I, because we were just screwed by a 3-foot stone wall earlier.
They've been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Uh-huh.
Well, you have a couple of scientists, right?
So yeah, we'll figure something out.
Scientists, go. Science.
Yeah, well, I mean, we would normally just blow it up. Is that a viable option in this case?
It seems like it might be bad for her if you did.
You could stay up on that catwalk and shoot these guys, but screw that.
I'm gonna get that up close and personal.
Yeah, I like to, see their face when I shoot them. Makes me feel
That's
big.
why you need a crowbar, so you can like crowbar to the face.
Man, the crowbar is really not that useful in that game.
Yeah, but it's so cool.
Is it cool?
Kind of.
They're never gonna finish that series.
Yeah.
Negative contact.
I didn't think to talk to Liara about Benezia, which I guess I should have. Like, by the way, your mom is totally a traitor.
Yeah.
Like, she's kind of trying to end the world. Like, everybody.
How do you feel about that?
In the galaxy. Like, she wants to kill them all.
Maybe not you.
But you're right, you're stuck in the laser cage. I guess that'll wait. There's no set code here. It just happens to be almost all up in this. It's random, so.
Oh, it's like that
what
Simon
a stupid
game?
puzzle. Yeah.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Well, is that dumber than get the mime to follow you over to the police officer? No, it's not, right? And at least it's quick.
Yeah.
It's basically a CAPTCHA.
I would fail that. I fail CAPTCHAs regularly,
Really?
let's be honest. Sometimes I'm like, oh. Or I need to like do the no, I can't figure that one out button. Give me an easy one.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
You were wrong, obviously.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense.
Does it?
Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Wait, Commander. Can we trust her? Her mother's working with Saren.
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Yeah.
We actually didn't mention Saren before that. So I think it's because I skipped that dialogue option.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
Could be a kill box. Awesome.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Bad thing. Probably.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oops.
Sucks ours.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, Commander. Secure and away.
Double, mister.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
No shit.
Well, you're in the middle of, like, a cave anyway, so could he really help you out that much right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just a cave collapse. You figure once you're outside the cave, does it really matter?
There could be a sinkhole. Dude, sinkholes.
I know, you're very afraid of sinkholes.
It's scary.
It
The
is.
ground just goes away and your car could fall in, or your house, or you.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
I think he noticed.
Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. And the doctor.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. None. Doesn't matter.
Nowhere to take cover in this fight. Again, it's not really hard, except for the... If the Krogan charges you, you're probably gonna die. It's really bad. He'll incapacitate... This is where you don't actually want to take the people I took. Whatever. Does anybody think of how to turn this off? Oh, okay. Why would you stop to look?
I don't know, to see if your people are keeping up. Since your whole reason for being there is to get her. And it would kind of be a bummer if you lost your other peeps.
Okay, so they're out. They didn't really need an urgent pickup.
Unless a sinkhole is developing.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Well, yes.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
So you
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
The internet.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research.
Oh, a feeling.
But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared.
So is everybody
I have
just getting
dedicated
dumber
my
and
life
dumber?
to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear.
Well,
I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or
Yeah,
the
no
Counter.
kidding. Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the Conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
Yeah.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Like getting caught in their traps. And...
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
You can say no.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Nope.
Not at all.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Well, maybe she doesn't know.
Didn't.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin.
Oh, I'm sorry we blew up 2 catwalks and a... Yeah.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
There was pretty much
Of course,
nothing
Commander.
there.
The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
No pressure.